People have started joining. We have attendees and so namaste everyone and welcome to the webinar on a very, very interesting and a never spoken about topic at HUA. So before we still have 3 minutes and we can wait for some more. And Dr. Nanda, would you like to say a small prayer before we start and while we wait for others?
Yeah, we can start. Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvina Vadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityormamritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Namaste everyone. This is Pragya and I welcome all of you to today's webinar. Namaste everyone. I can quickly take the names. Adam, Atulji, Bhaskara, Reddyji, Carol, Koffer, Dolores, HK, there is someone without a name, iPhone. I have Jacob, John, Loma Sharma, Pramilaji, good to see you. Pratibhaji, Pushpa, Ravi Khannaji, welcome. Shivaji, Sid, Sudha Chandrasekhar, Sunil Pai, Vijay Khane ji, namaskar. Suresh Tatavarti ji, namaskar. Namaskar, everyone. Good morning to all of you who are in the US, and good evening, good afternoon to whoever is joining us from the other parts of the world. So today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic, and that's Manusmriti. And Manusmriti, one of the oldest and undoubtedly most influential texts of Hindu thought, opens with a sweeping vision of cosmic creation and birth of Dharma. The moment it opens, that is the chapter 1, we encounter profound questions like how did the universe come into being, what principles guide life in society, and how is Dharma, the moral and spiritual order, woven into the fabric of creation itself. Today's webinar will talk about all this, and Dr. Suryanarayana Nanda will take all of you on a journey through these timeless themes, explaining and exploring how the Manusmriti situates human purpose within a grand cosmic framework. He will reflect on its portrayal of origins, vision of social order, and the enduring questions it raises about law, duty, and meaning of life. So this webinar, this exploration is definitely going to excite all of us, whether we approach this text, the Manusmriti, as a seeker, student of philosophy, or someone who is just curious to know what exactly the Hindu traditions and the thought talk about it, and how if we can engage deeply with the ideas that have shaped the Hindu civilization. And it's my pleasure and honor to introduce Dr. Suryanarayana Nanda, who is a Sanskrit faculty at HUA, a distinguished scholar with a lifelong commitment and to the study of Vedic texts. He holds a PhD in Sanskrit from Utkal University, that's in Bhubaneswar, India, and he has an MA and MPhil from Delhi University. And he has a Sahityacharya degree from S. Jagannatha Sanskrit Vishwavidyalaya, that's in Puri. He has had an illustrious academic career. He has served as an assistant professor of Sanskrit at St. Stephen's, the prestigious St. Stephen's College of Delhi University, I would say. So let's see how many of you are alumni of Delhi University here. And he has also spent a decade as an acharya of Vedic text and philosophy at a renowned Gurukul in New Delhi. He has also worked for over 10 years as a Sanskrit broadcaster with All India Radio and Doordarshan in Delhi, that's India. And he is a passionate advocate for the promotion of Sanskrit as a spoken language. He has volunteered as a full-time pracharak for over 13 years, contributing to the preservation and growth of Sanskrit in today's modern society. He's an author and editor and has published more than 30 articles in Sanskrit, Hindi, and English. And he has served as an editor of Arshad Jyoti, a respected Sanskrit monthly magazine. He has been serving as an acharya at the Vedic Culture Center, Arya Samaj, Greater Houston, and that's since 2012. He has taught courses, besides Sanskrit, he has taught courses like Yaksha Prashna and Chandas at HUA. Students love your style of teaching, Suryanarayana ji, and I will not take much of time. Welcome, Parvati ji. I saw you just now. So we also have Parvati Shriram with us today. I will have you speak once Dr. Nanda finishes his presentation, Parvati ji. And Dr. Nanda, you can go ahead and start the presentation, whatever you have to talk. And the audience, please, we will engage in the question and answers after Suryanarayana Nanda ji has talked about this topic. And if you have any questions that come to your mind, please put it in the Q&A box. We'll take them later. Over to you, Dr. Nanda.
Okay. So, namaste everyone, especially Pragya ji and Parvati ji. Namaste. And thank you for giving me the opportunity. So, in this call, I am offering the course on Manusmriti. You know, the whole Hindu tradition, culture, dharma, philosophy, if I am saying in a broader way, not Hindu, in the overall the Indian subcontinent, although many people have changed their religion, but still they are behaving, their pattern of living life and thinking is still the same way. So it is extremely influenced by two things. We call it Shruti and Smriti. Even again, I am emphasizing, even people change their religion, still in Indian subcontinent, their behavioral pattern, you can see the impact of those Shruti. And Shruti means the Veda and Vedic literature, and the Smriti is the Dharma Shastra. So, in that Shruti and Smriti tradition, Manusmriti is belong to that Smriti tradition. Especially the Smriti literature. Smriti literature is not only Manusmriti. Manusmriti is one of many books in the Smriti literature. Smriti literatures are basically dealing with dharma. When you say dharma, it's not related to any religion or something. Dharma means the behavior, the conduct of everything and anything. As an individual, as a member of family, as a member of society, as a citizen of country, and a member of the global. Everywhere our behavior and conduct is called dharma. And how to define that dharma? Because life is full of dilemmas. It's not straightforward things. There are lots of things we know academically what is right and wrong, but still we are always in dilemma. So that's how the Smriti Shastras come. Although Smriti Shastras don't have that authority the way the Vedas and Vedic literature have the authority, Vedas and Vedic literature are called eternal. Smriti Shastras are contemporary. Their topics change, their rules and regulations are constantly changing. That's how we have more than 18 Dharma Shastras and Smriti Shastras. Yes, definitely Manusmriti is the most popular, most accepted, and most renowned Smriti of the whole Dharma Shastra tradition. And even for your, most of people may know, even our after independence and before independence, even British Indian system also, most of our civil codes laws are derived from Manusmriti and the interpretation of Manusmriti done by Medhatithi Acharya. The civil codes, how to solve the dispute, the family dispute, the land dispute, the property things, and so many other things as derived. Even after independence also, most of our civil laws uh, are influenced or directly derived from that Smriti tradition, Dharma Shastra. So what are the subject matter of Manusmriti? So there are total 12 chapters in this Manusmriti. The first chapter, what I am going to offer in this semester, it's dealing with the origin of the universe, then how gradually evolution starts, then creatures come, then human being come, then literatures come, then society developed, and uh, then social structures, the origin of dharma, origin of varna system, because if the society is there, the varna will be there. Varna means social divisions will be there. So all those things are initial evolution of all those things are described in first chapter. In second chapter, it is about what is dharma and the nuances of dharma. The third chapter is dealing with grahasthashrama, the married life, family dharmas. Dharma means duties, and not today's what I am saying. Remember, I will regularly, repeatedly say dharma. Dharma means here it is duties, rules, regulations, and laws. Hmm? That is the meaning of dharma. Then chapter fourth is dealing with um, again householders, rules and regulations. Then retired life. What are the rules for a retired person? Then the person of sannyasa means last stage of the life. Then the fifth chapter is dealing with ahara. Ahara means food. Mm. What are the forbidden foods? What need to, how to eat, what not to eat. What is the combination of food also? It's very important. You know? The purity of food and impurity of food. Then the chapter 6 is dealing with the social orders, the Varna system. What are the professional duties or social duties of different Varnas. And seventh chapter is dealing with the statecraft, the king's role, the government's roles, and the ministers, the justice system, the tax system, etc., is dealing with the seventh chapter. And eighth chapter is dealing with the tribunals of justice, law, advocates, criminal law, civil law, witness, punishment, etc., etc. And chapter ninth is dealing again the same related to the courtroom things, justice system. And chapter 10th dealing with again Varnas and the mixture of Varnas. Uh, and chapter 11th is another interesting topic dealing with Prayashchita. So the repents. There are certain wrong things we do. You don't tell them crimes because we didn't do it knowingly, but still we there are some bad things we have done. Maybe someone is killed because of us, accident and so many other things. So maybe justice system may not punish you that much, but you have to feel that you have did something wrong. You have to do certain things to get out of that guilt feeling. So there is a proper chapter how to get rid of that guilt cycle. That is called prayashchita. And the last chapter is dealing with karma, rebirth, and emancipation, moksha, etc. So this is the summarized theme of the Manusmriti. But here, I'm just offering only the first chapter in this quarter for the 10 weekly classes. So this course, what I am offering, introduces to the foundational themes of the Manusmriti through an in-depth study of its first chapter, which addresses the cosmic origins of the nature of dharma, or the you can say the origin of dharma, then the structure of human society. The students will engage with the original Sanskrit verses alongside the translations and critical perspective to develop a nuanced understanding to the text and certain words like what is dharma, what is yajna, what is varna. Very confused thing. Most of us are very much our idea about dharma, varna, yajna, so many things are just puzzled, and because these are all there are lots of nuances are there. So we'll discuss and understand all those things. And uh, the class will encourage both traditional understanding and the modern critical inquiry, making it suitable for students interested in textual analysis, ethical philosophy, religious tradition, and social legal history. Those who are interested any of those topics, or those who are simply interested to learn Sanskrit literature, not dharma, nothing. They are just interested to learn some Sanskrit literature to practice their grammatical knowledge. They can join this. So in this first chapter, we learn again the structure and purpose of Manusmriti, introduction to Dharma as a central concept, then the concept of avyakta and avyakta, the unmanifest state of the universe before creation, and the process of creation from unmanifest to manifest, and then gradually comes to the human being and the knowledge system and society. So evolution from cosmic seed to elements and being, these are all mostly described in a symbolic and philosophical way, but we'll try to understand. Then origin of Varnaj, it's a spiritual significance and social interpretation in today's way. Then we'll learn how Vedic knowledge was passed from Manu to the different sages, then the meaning and importance of Yajna, then the nature of Dharma, then the introduction to law of karma, although law of karma in detail, it is in the 12th chapter, but still in first chapter, we'll get some glimpse of how karma works in our life, connection between cosmic order and individual duties, and the idea of a cyclical time and rebirth. So these are the basically topics of the first chapter we are going to learn. So with this, I am now concluding here. Any question or if there is anything, you can go ahead later.
I do not see any questions at this point in time. Anyone, if you would want to ask
Parvati ji,
yeah, sorry, Parvati ji.
Give some idea about the eligibility, what kind of students can enter into this Manusmriti course?
Yeah, because it's a purely Sanskrit textbook, and we're dealing with the Sanskrit textbook with translation and explanation. If you have a basic of Sanskrit language, basics, it will help you a lot. So that is the only criteria. And the most important thing is the seriousness to understand the classical literature and to understand the origin of the social structure, dharma, and etc. The serious interest in that. But basic Sanskrit will be preferable, good to enjoy the whole thing.
So, Dr. Nanda, when you say basic Sanskrit, so basic Sanskrit, say someone who can read, say like in India, when we do that school level Sanskrit, where when you're able to read and but not completely understand what is being told to you, read, write,
that's okay.
kind of.
So there are two, three things. Yeah, Devanagari, you can read it. And also you know basics of vibhakti. You know, this is, if I am telling you this is in Shashti vibhakti, you can easily connect, oh, this is that. If I am saying this is the Sandhi, this Yadi plus Api is Yadyapi. Even you don't remember it, you can easily connect with that. Although everything I will do it in English. But you have that basic understanding, you can easily connect with me.
So even if people who have done that school level Sanskrit, like when you are talking to me now, I can easily reconnect that, okay, this is something that we have learned. So that level, okay, that would be good. And we have...
There was a question.
Even in our HVL, so most of people are learning Sanskrit proficiencies, spoken Sanskrit. They're also easily be part of this.
Mahodaya, there's a question about whether the chapters after the first chapter will be offered in future. Could you please answer that?
It depends on, although initially I wanted to offer the whole Manusmriti, 12 chapters, but I didn't know how much people will show interest, because the Manusmriti also nowadays very controversial in many places. So, but remember, when you learn Manusmriti, you will love to learn. You will actually really understand the whole Hindu system. So here I am offering only first chapter. If I'll get good response, then next time I'll offer the whole Manusmriti, maybe for 1 year, 2 year, whatever I will design for that. But depends on how much response I'm getting and how much people are enjoying the to proceed that. So it depends on the response of first chapter.
Aparna ji has a question. I will just give me a minute, Aparna ji. I will allow you to unmute yourself.
Okay, there is a question: who composed the Manusmriti and what is his connection with the 14 Manu? Okay, that everything we learn in the classroom, because these are all not the answers of these questions are not that straightforward. It's very complicated. There is mythology involved in it. There are academic researches involved in it. It's not a straightforward thing, the things. And there are different opinions. The scholars have different opinion. Our Puranic mythological stories have different opinions. So all those things we'll discuss in class in detail. Since I don't know Sanskrit, is there any Hindi version of Manusmriti available? Yeah, in online and or hard copy book, there are in India, you'll get lots of publishers with the Hindi translation, because most of universities teach Manusmriti in Sanskrit departments, master degrees, and mostly Hindi medium. So you can easily get it. Online also you get that, no problem. Here I will teach in English. And the next question is about
Dr. Nanda, Aparna ji has her hand raised. Let us allow her to ask the question.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Nanda, you answered most of the questions that I had. So I am interested in this course to understand, what Smriti basically offers us. My Sanskrit knowledge is very, very basic. I can read Devanagari, but I wouldn't say that I've taken any, Sanskrit classes or something. So if I do need to join this class, would that be okay? Because you said the instruction is in English, and I'm assuming that the assignments and everything will also be in English. Am I right?
Yes. So yeah, see, we are not learning Manusmriti in a perspective of Sanskrit learning. So it will be totally to understand the philosophical, mythological, spiritual aspect of many things. So you can enjoy if you are interested in that. So lack of Sanskrit knowledge will not discourage you. But yeah, those who have Sanskrit understanding, they will enjoy more, because sometime I will give you some grammatical things to understand. Those who know it, they can easily connect that. But still 95%, 90% you will enjoy.
Okay. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Then there's the question of mentioning the level at of the other courses available at HUA, the Sanskrit courses available at HUA, which would be considered an eligibility criteria to join the Manusmriti.
Yeah.
So what would be the level? So would it be completing 1 year of the certificate program, or would it, as long as they've done 1 or 2 courses, is that enough too?
Specifically, I cannot say, because basics means if he or she understand the vibhaktis, even he doesn't remember, he doesn't understand vibhaktis, he understand the lakara, meaning of lakara, little bit of sandhi, samasa doesn't matter, samasa, compound words doesn't, sandhi, that's enough. So maybe the first level
beginner's
is enough.
phase.
Because see, why I'm saying it, here more focus will be to understand the subject
Text.
matter, instead of focusing on more the language and the things. So that is
Mahodaya, there's also a question about whether knowledge of Devanagari script is required.
It is not required. If you have a book, I will try to find a book where slokas are written in Roman script. If you have a Manusmriti, and I try to share, if I'll find a Manusmriti, Sanskrit is written in Roman script, then it's fine for you. You don't need to Devanagari.
Actually, Bhaskara ji's question you were talking about, Parvati ji, right? So he's saying he can understand Sanskrit written in Telugu script, but weak in Devanagari. So that should be okay, I believe, right?
The reason I asked about that is now transliteration. So transliteration needs to be done. So Suryanarayana ji cannot do the transliteration in...
No, there are already books are there. You see, most of our Sanskrit literatures are available in Roman script. So I need to search online. If I'll find, I'll share with that. And he can also search for himself to find a, or in Telugu also. If we have a Manusmriti written in Telugu script, only thing is when I'm reciting the shloka, he can join with me to connect that. So script doesn't matter. If he has any Manusmriti with him, Telugu, Roman, or any script, doesn't matter.
So the way to summarize this, I would say those who know some Sanskritam will enjoy the grammatical aspects of this Manusmriti. Those who do not know that Sanskritam will still be getting something out of this course, because Mahodaya is going to explain the whole thing in English. He's going to translate, he's going to give the salient points, he's going to be talking in English. So it does not matter whether you know Sanskritam or you do not know Sanskritam. So each one will be getting something out of it, out of this course. So knowledge of Devanagari script is also not mandatory. If one can go ahead, there are many websites which allows you to transliterate. Before the class, you can just go to the website, put the shlokas in, and get the transliteration available for you to follow along in the class. So this is a course that I would say is open for anyone interested in the text itself, rather than whether they know Sanskritam or not. You can that can be worked around.
Yeah, one question I'm seeing here, how important it is to learn the commentary like Medhatiti Bhashyam. Does it course cover that? So see, learning any text with Sanskrit Bhashyam is for only those who are very much competent in Sanskrit language and the traditional learning. Because here it is a community learning. most of you have not that type of deep understanding of Sanskrit language. So I'm not going to follow word by word of Medhatithi Bhashya or Kulluka Bhashya or any Bhashya. It will be based on my own interpretation, elaboration with you, the discussions. Not following any particular Bhashya, something. Because Bhashya learning is a Guru Shishya Parampara, then you have to be very much knowledge of Sanskrit language, the scriptural tradition, then only you can go through the Bhashya and other things. So here I am not going to do that part.
Mahodaya, there is also this question about whether this course will be offered over the weekend for those who cannot make time over the weekday. Is that something to consider?
That's not, here now I am offering it's only on Monday, 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. CST. The time can be changed, but offering other day is now not in the consideration. Maybe next time after this chapter, we'll get good response. We'll think about that, how to change the date or something. Day.
Another question that many people, especially since they'll be juggling jobs and their interest in the course, how many assignments you're looking at? What kind of, will they be, say, for example, how many? There will be one final paper that I'm, and many, will you be giving them quizzes in between? Or
Yeah. So
no?
there will be two homeworks, and the last the quarter
Quarter
end
end.
exam
Yeah.
is there. Yeah, someone is asking if he missed the class. Yeah, every HUA, all the classes are
Yeah.
recorded, and if you cannot join the class, later you can see the video and get your update. It doesn't matter. Someone has asked about the Manusmriti has been prime material for Christian missionaries and theological to attack Sanatan Dharma because of its controversial statement. Yeah, see, that's how every Hindu, educated Hindu need to learn directly Manusmriti. You know, one interesting thing I'm saying, most of our scriptures are taught in Christian missionaries and Islamic tablighs. And you know the irony, most of our dharmacharyas don't touch any scripture. So that's how, if many of us will familiar, it's a good thing, bad thing, we need to know directly what is written in our own scripture. There may be some bad things, no problem, but we should directly see it and we will interpret it in the contemporary way, how it is there. But if our people will not learn our scriptures, yeah, Christian people will teach us your scriptures are telling that upset thing, that upset thing. So you will be always be sorry. So that's how you need to learn it to understand your own scripture.
There are many questions about the class timings and the days. If you're one of those who's very interested in this course but are not able to make it at that time, please write to info@hua.edu, letting them know that you would definitely take this if this was offered on a different day or over the weekend or at a different time. So we at least have that information to get in touch with you if and when that decision is made.
Yeah, for now there is no. I think it's only Monday 7 to 8:30. They can catch up through the recorded videos. I don't know is there any.
Arvindji, Arvind Srivastava, Arvindji, you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Yeah, sure. First of all, thank you so much for hosting this. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Okay. First of all, thank you so much for hosting this. This is really great. And I love the courses offered by HUA. But I think the big challenge for most of us is that, the timing and the day of the course. And also, I think there's a HUA policy that if I miss a class, right, it is very difficult to get the credit even if I watch the video. So I think that is something what needs to be seriously streamlined to make it easier, because I joined the HUA courses for learning, not for anything else. But at the same time, to be fair, that the learning is taking place and it is an enjoyable experience. I think there should be a smooth process for, like, not being penalized for not attending the class, but watching the video offline. So that is my
And not attending the class, Arvindji, as in not attending any of the sessions, or you missing maybe 1, 2, 3 classes kind of things.
Actually, it may be more, because my job involves, for example, working with, say, Singapore in the night. I'm based in Chicago. I work with mostly Asia teams in the night. So sometimes there are conflicts. Plus, I may be traveling a few weeks. I'll be traveling, so I may miss. For example, if I try to join this class starting from October, I may miss at least 50 to 60% of the classes. And that will be the challenge. But at the same time, I would prefer to learn what is taught by watching videos, and whenever I'm able to attend, asking the questions for clarification. But I think this is something what I found very challenging recently.
Arvindji, if there is a genuine reason as to why you cannot join, say we have students from other countries. So on case-to-case basis, we do consider giving these kind of flexibility based on what the situation a student is in. It cannot be promised at all times, but we definitely do consider giving flexibility to students to watch the classes through the recordings.
Okay, I
Say you're
appreciate
saying
it.
50%. So I'll get in touch with you for sure, and we can talk.
It will be very helpful, because that is one big deterrent for me, because Manusmriti is a very interesting topic for me personally. I would like to definitely learn.
Sure.
But that was my concern a little bit. Thank you.
Sure, Arvindji. I'll get in touch.
Thank you.
Now, one thing I need to clarify. See, Manusmriti again is a text of Smriti, law, rules and regulations, and the nature of Smriti Shastra is constantly evolving or changing. So anything you are going to learn in Manusmriti, don't think that this is the absolute eternal rule of Hindu Dharma. No, there may something you will find which is not appropriate in today's things. And our acharyas were already knew that. And that's how Smriti Shastras every 100, 200 years, they are updated. There are many Smriti Shastras came. So don't come with that false ego that everything our Manusmriti is saying, everything should be ethically and socially should be right. If you find something wrong, oh, what is this? No. We are just, we need to come here with open mind to understand what our Dharma Shastras have said at that time, what needs to be changed, and what actually already changed. So your open-mindedness is very important. So to learn any scripture. So don't come with any biased or prefixed mind.
Any other questions? No.
Someone has asked a little confused, too much not too much emphasis on Sanskrit. The shlokas are in Sanskrit. We have to translate it and we have to explain it. The Sanskrit translation and explanation. The Sanskrit part is there. So that is the that is the core of the things. So that's how we are emphasizing. Yeah.
Arvindji has another question.
Sure. Again, this is a very interesting point you made, and I definitely appreciate that. And what is, to me, what is important is, as you rightly said, to understand the things in the context of the time, right? What we call Desh Kal, right?
Yeah. Desha kala paristhiti.
Yeah, exactly.
Patra. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's why the context is very, very important for anything. So I fully support that, and I think I really look forward to this course. So provided some of the issues what I have raised, if they get resolved, that will help me a lot. Yeah. Thank you.
We'll do our best, Rubenji.
Thank you.
Welcome. So any more questions on Manusmriti? Any more questions for Dr. Nanda? If not, we can.
There's one last one from someone called HK in the Mahodaya. Could you please answer
Which one?
the latest one?
I don't know how to reply to you.
I'll read that for you. It says, it would be great if the instructors could avoid using the term mythology to refer to Hindu beliefs. It is
So I
disrespectful.
think again, say that is also one precon. I didn't say constantly mythology. Our scriptures are dealing with many things. There is a philosophy part, there is a history part, there is a spirituality part, and there is a mythology part. I didn't say constantly mythology. So focusing on everything is right, focusing on everything is mythology. Both are extreme thoughts. And these happen only because we are not, that's how we need to learn the scriptures. Some mythology means some parts are not actually really things happen. It's a mythological thing. Some part are very philosophical, rational, logical. Some part are based on realization, that is called spiritual. So Hindu Shastras have different aspects. That's how we called it Shruti, Smriti, Itihasa, Purana, different types of literatures. Darshana. Darshana is not mythology. Purana is not philosophy. Purana is mythology, history. But Darshan is fully philosophy. Dharma Shastra is fully ethics and values and something. So don't stuck with any particular word. So, and don't expect from me to trapped by your word and something. I know what I am saying and I am using it deliberately. So don't try to teach me.
And there's one more question I'll read for you, Suryanarayan. I heard from Ramakrishna Swami's discourse that based on Swami Vivekananda's lectures, they created a Sanskrit text called Vivekananda Smriti on the lines of Manusmriti, but applicable to current society. Is it well known in Smriti? Will it be compared to Manusmriti in this course?
These are not, say, there are 18 Smriti Shastras. Manusmriti, Yajna Smriti, Gautama Smriti, Parashara Smriti. Like, but in society, there is a very interesting psychology. Any book which is very popular, gradually people wrote their own books in the name of that particular thing. There are only and only 11 plus 2, 13 Upanishads only. But nowadays, it's more than 200 Upanishads. What are those Upanishads? Written by anyone and everyone? Just name it Upanishad. No, there is a Upanishad called Allah Upanishad, dealing with Allah. In the same way, there are lots of books named as Vedas. Vedas are 4. Puranas are 18. So, anyone can write any book with any subtitle title. It doesn't mean that we'll count them as the scripture of that. Smritis are 18. And I never heard about the Vivekananda Smriti or something. Even there is any Vivekananda Smriti, it has nothing to do with the Smriti tradition or Smriti literature. And by the way, Vivekananda have never wrote anything in Sanskrit, for your information.
Arvindji's hand is still up. I don't know if he has a new question or did not lower.
Arvindji, yeah, just one question. After this, we can move to
I have one question. So, Dr. Nanda, do you have any book prescribed for this course? Maybe I might have missed that. So if I can know about that book, probably I can order that book beforehand.
Let me check it. Okay, give me just 1 minute. Manusmriti, any book, any Manusmriti with the commentary of Medhatithi, any English translation is okay, you can buy it. The best book is available, critical edition of Manusmriti, Bhandarkar Oriental Research Institute, because there are lots of interpolations also in most of the Hindu scriptures. So Bhandarkar Oriental Institute is critically edited certain books like Mahabharata, Manusmriti, etc. If you find it, it's better. Or any Manusmriti is okay with Medhatithi Bhashya with English translation, you can buy it. Also, I will share 2-3 books in my course details when the website will be ready. So before the class, I will share some links and PDF books before the class is going.
Yeah, I'll really appreciate. So I had just one little concern. Maybe I'm wrong that, Bhandarkar Institute is little controversial in the sense that, maybe due to the colonial influence or whatever reasons. I have not
There
heard.
are two things, Arvind.
Yeah.
There are two things. One is
Yeah.
interpretation part. One
Yeah.
is the critical editing part. Critical editing is a totally different thing. And how to interpret, you may talk about the Bhandarkar Oriental Institute's mindset, more westernized or something like that. So that will impact on the interpretation or translation part of that. But editing is a very scientific. The editing means the critical editing is a very scientific method to fix. There are lots of shlokas or certain things which are not part of the real book or something. Like Mahabharata nowadays is more than 250,000 shlokas. Originally, it was only 25,000 shlokas. Jaya Panchasahasri. So Oriental, that institute did a good job. There are more than 50 professors, maybe 20 professors and research scholars. It took more than 30, 40 years to compile more than hundreds and hundreds of manuscripts available in different part of the world. And they then got the critical edition of Mahabharata, and it's a very interesting thing. In the same way, Ramayana is done by Baroda University, sponsored by Indian government, central government. So I don't know about the Manusmriti, how did do it, but I saw in online critical edition, I think maybe they followed the same pattern. But it doesn't matter. You can buy any book with Medhatithi Bhashya with English translation. Doesn't matter.
Okay, I think I will best wait for your resources, credible resources, because this is the challenge with our studies, that we don't know the credibility of the source, right? So if it is vetted, then only probably we should be trusting.
Yeah.
So I will go with your recommendation when I register for the course. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Arvindji. So, can we quickly have Parvati ji? So, for everyone who does not know Parvati Shriram here, she is coordinator of Sanskrit and language studies at HUA. She teaches many courses at the certificate level, and she is here. She will quickly, take you all on I would say, a short tour of what HUA has to offer in terms of Sanskrit studies. Parvati ji, please.
Namaste. Thank you, Pragya ji. First, I'll talk about the courses that are going to come up in the fall quarter, and then a total view of what are the different courses that are available. In the fall quarter now, we have spoken Sanskritam, so micro certificate in conversational Sanskritam, MCCS. Again, Dr. Nandaji will be teaching that course. It's a course for 1 year duration. He will give all the details in a separate webinar. So please look out for our webinar details. When you see that, if you're interested in speaking Sanskritam, that is a course to join. And he'll give you eligibility criteria and everything else in the webinar that is coming sometime this month. The other course that is going to be offered in the fall quarter is going to be the Bhagavad Gita with Sanskritam. So learning Sanskritam along with Bhagavad Gita. And that's a 4-year program, and it's going to start this fall. If you are interested in learning Sanskritam and alongside also the Bhagavad Gita shlokas, this would be a good course for you. And again, we have a webinar, and it is taught by Dr. Haridash Radhakrishnan. He will be offering this course starting October, and he will have a separate webinar for that one in this month. Please look out for that webinar as well. There are a few certificate program in Sanskrit proficiency courses that are going to be offered in the fall quarter as well. This is for those who say, I know Devanagari, or I've taken a little bit of Sanskritam long ago, sometime in school, or I have done it with other organizations, and I would like to continue to gain proficiency in the language. This is for those. And we also have courses that starts at the Devanagari script itself. So these are different levels of Sanskritam programs that are going to be available, courses that are going to be available in this fall quarter. For more details, I would recommend, Pragyaji, could you put the numbers and contact details? info@hua.edu. Yeah, info@hua.edu is the email, and Pragyaji will give the details for details about all these courses. She has all the details and how to register, when to register. She has all the details. So whatever level you are at in Sanskritam, we have different courses or programs that are available. It may or may not be offered in the fall quarter, but we definitely will let you know if you express an interest as to when your level course is offered. Now, to give an overview of all the programs and courses that are available at HUA. We have 3 certificate programs and 1 master's level program in Sanskritam. See, we have an MA in Sanskritam, which is a 2-year duration. Some also take 4 years to complete that. It's a 2 or 4 year, depending on the pace that you would like to take the program with. And for that, there is a requirement of being able to clear the Sanskrit proficiency test. That is what we aim these certificate programs to help you reach. So if you are not unsure, then you can take some of these certificate level courses before you take that proficiency test. And the 3 courses, 3 programs that are offered at the certificate level, one I mentioned was the micro certificate in conversational Sanskritam, which is a 1-year duration. Then we have this Bhagavad Gita Sanskritam, which is 4-year duration. And we also have the certificate in Sanskrit proficiency for Vedic studies, which is also a 4-year duration. There's a small difference between the certificate, the programs, Bhagavad Gita to Sanskritam, and the certificate course in proficiency. The content, the grammar taught would be similar, but the mode, the method that we are using, the books that we are using are different, and that's why we have 2 different programs there. And we also have independent courses for learning Devanagari script. So there's a 2-part course for learning Devanagari script. If one is not familiar with the Devanagari script and would like to learn, we do have one that is going to be offered in the fall quarter. And if you say, I know Hindi or other languages, I know a little bit of Devanagari, but I don't know Sanskritam, there is a small difference in how you read Hindi script versus how you read Sanskritam script. For that, we have a course called LAN, Introduction to Scripts and Sounds. There's a second part that is going to be offered in the fall quarter. That would be a good place to get into, know how to read the Devanagari script itself. So if you're able to read Hindi, more or less you would be able to read the Devanagari in Sanskritam. But let's say you had to write, there would be errors because of the unavailability of this conjunct letters in other languages like Hindi. So to bridge that gap, we have this program called Introduction to Sounds and Scripts. So for any of these, if you need details, please reach out to info@hua.edu, and they'll help you connect with me, and I can answer questions for you. Does anyone have any questions about anything that I just rushed through? So this was not, this is not supposed to be a webinar for the other Sanskritam programs, so I don't have slides. I did not take up a lot of time. I know I may have offered all of this in a very rushed manner. So if you have questions, please reach out to us, and I will talk in detail to whoever is interested.
So any more questions? And the recording will be sent to everyone, the webinar recording. It will be sent to everyone. So as Parvati ji said, you can call us, email us, let us know what your feedback is. Let us know if you have any questions. We would love to hear from you, whether or not you're going to take a course. Even your suggestions, your ideas, they will always help us improve. It will help HUA become better. So please do talk to us. Let us know what you feel. And yes, Parvati ji and Dr. Nanda both will be available if you would like to talk to them on academic matters. Any academic questions, any clarification regarding any courses or programs, eligibility, anything. So do we have, I think we have a couple of questions.
Those are along the same lines Nandaji already answered.
The mythology one, okay.
I don't.
So if we do not have any more questions, can we close? Any closing remarks, Parvati ji?
We can close with the prayer. Mahodaya, would you like to?
Yeah. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. So now we'll conclude with the prayer. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you very much.
Dhanyawadaha.
You're most welcome. Thank you, everyone, for your time, your attention, and I'll definitely look forward to hearing from all of you. Anything, any suggestions, any guidance you need, any help you need, registering, whatever, please do reach out to us. We will be reaching out to you, and thank you so much, Dr. Nanda and Parvati ji. It was a pleasure listening to Dr. Nanda's, explanation of Manusmriti, and I hope we have a good batch to start with. Interesting subject, and thank you so much. It was a pleasure hosting you. Yeah, namaste.
Thank you, Pragya ji. Thank you, Parvati ji, and thank you all. Thank you very much.
Namaste.